Welcome! I am making this video because I have seen several rare amps up at the auction house and just people selling them in trade chat, selling for ridiculous amounts of money. And I can't say that I have not also tried to get them to make some money, but it's kind of ridiculous how much some of the essential amps for some of the classes are going for. And I've seen some methods of farming for them, but it seems like a full-time kind of gig to try and do some of those methods, and I've just kind of adopted one that lets me do something in between, say, battlegrounds or checking auction houses or dungeons or whatever it is you're doing, that really doesn't take that long to do the entire run. It's only 4 challenges. I've seen some a lot longer, but this one works for me. Some of them are ludicrously easy, and I kind of enjoy doing it just as a small break. But it starts here in the Crimson Badlands, right outside the Exile teleport area. It's just down the road for the first one. Actually, this is probably my favorite challenge in the entire game. You just go right down the road and then a straight shot over to the mountain. And then there's usually a couple enemies on the ground that you have to kill. Alright, so that out of the way, the hardest part of this challenge is finding where to stand when you start it. No joke. It is called Rock Climber. You want to get on your mount and stand right around here.
Challenge begins.
And then you just run up this slope. I think I'd actually have to work really hard to not get gold on it.
Gold level awarded.
So then to get amps, which is what I like to farm for, I mean, you can farm for other things, just items to salvage or crafting supplies or whatever, but amps are, I think, it's kind of like a lottery now. So you want the scavenge supplies. And while that's rolling, I'll head to the next challenge. And then open our goodie bag. Oh, we got a green stalker amp. I have no idea how rare that one is, but it could sell for some money. Not sure. Not the one that I personally am looking for, but not bad. And then the next one is down here in Agrigor's Gulch. It's actually the hardest one of the challenges that I do. I've actually never gotten gold on it, even when I try to do it efficiently. I just aim for bronze and let it go, because it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But it's called Livingstone. It's all about killing these guys.
Challenge begins.
I imagine it would be especially hard for any classes that don't have healing abilities. I know farming these guys at the speed at which you need is pretty painful. If you're trying for anything other than bronze. Bronze probably wouldn't be that hard. I think bronze only requires that you kill about 5 of them, as long as you do it yourself. If somebody comes along and hits them, it might take a little bit more. I know that happens a lot in this area. And there's bronze, so we'll just click that off, loot rewards, and try for the satchel. It's still not bad odds to get the satchel. It's nowhere near as good as if you get gold. But we got it again. And just food that time. But the food actually sells vendors pretty well. And this is what we're looking for the next challenge, is the Reavers. The cutters also work pretty well, but they spawn in groups. So I personally like the Reavers, and this one's called Life Splice. If you're getting it for the first time, there's a gun somewhere on the barrels on one of the side. That starts it for the first time. But all you do is start this, and you just have to shoot these guys with a beam. And it's really easy. You can run with the beam going, and you just kind of run away from them. Wait for it to cool down. And sometimes I have jerks come off and try to kill them while I'm kiting them. But it's pretty easy. This is another one that it's actually not too hard to get gold using this method, but the time that it takes just isn't quite worth it. But hitting bronze is not bad at all. There's a lot of enemies around here that count as credit for it, but the devils are horrible to do because they'll shoot you at range and stop your channeling, and it's just not really worth it, especially since you have to wait for the cooldown. I guess I can try the cutter. Yeah, the scrappers shoot you. I try not to kill the Reaver. I kite them around in a circle. If you just do it in one direction, they'll keep resetting and refill on health, and it's a lot quicker. There we go. And that does it for bronze. And we'll go and try and get our other scavenge supplies. And one of the reasons I like this area is because I come here every day to do the dailies. So why not just do all the challenges right now? That's the most useless one. I hate getting the dye loot bag. I don't care about dyes right now. But I mean, I guess one time at one point in the game I may actually start worrying about my costume. Want to try to avoid that Dominion camp on the way to the next one, because they will shirt me and kill me. Not fun. And the last one in this quick little run is right down here where the spiders are. And this one's easy, and I always get gold on it. Even with 4 people doing the challenge, it's still extremely easy to get gold. And the reason I go for gold is not only for the better chance of getting the item, but it also gives you a decent amount of money for actually hitting each of the medals. I didn't notice that until I'd done it quite a few times, that it actually gave you money every time you hit a medal, and you'll see it when I get there. And then I think the best area I have for this is over here in the back. It seems like almost nobody ever comes and grabs these. And you'll see the bronze, the 17 silver pops up over there on the side, which isn't bad. But it gets better. And there we hit silver, 49 silver. So just for running on and picking up some boxes. And usually I complete it even a little bit faster than this, but there are a few people doing it. But not a big deal, it's still easy. You can see the time limit you have for it. I guess it takes into account that you might be killing the spiders for the quest at the same time you're doing it, which still is extremely easy to do. Not that I'm complaining. and this will be gold.
Gold level awarded.
And then we get our loot rewards, get our satchel. Hopefully we get our satchel. Ah, the second most useless one. That doesn't happen very often when you get gold, but it can happen. But I still get a gold decor worth over a gold in it, so that's not bad. A lot of times you get these medi shots out of there, which actually you can auction for a decent amount of money, so you know those aren't bad either, out of the satchel of scavenge supplies. But it's just a quick little run. I don't know how long exactly it took me. A little under about 8 minutes or so. And that was while explaining it, and that really wasn't my fastest run. You could shave the time down quite a bit. And it's in a really convenient area. I like this zone. I've seen people do it in Grimvault and Malgrave, and you know, this one's really small. Just to get back, you don't have to recall. You just run back up here to the landing, and it's pretty convenient. And easy to do in between battlegrounds or whatever while you're waiting for a queue. And that is why I like this particular route. And one day, hopefully, I'll get the Meltdown amp that I've been looking for. But I may just have to suck it up and buy it. But I know a lot of people are out there farming for their amps. And hopefully this helps some of you get it. And good luck, and thank you.